What's going on, guys? We've got Go Wild area day 1, and I've made us a little cheat sheet. So for the dark area, we need 2 Seedots, 2 Cacnea, 2 Cricketot, 3 Impidimp, and the Impidimp is a new release, so make sure you guys get your hands on that. For the fairy hour, we need 1 Alolan Vulpix. We already got 1 of those. We need a Togetic, we need 2 Skitty, 2 Cherubi, a Poplio, 3 Hatenna, which is also going to be a new shiny debut, and then also the Impidimp. So those are what we're going to be hunting for the hours. For the shiny unknowns, we only need the I and we only need the W, and then we are done with that. And then for eggs, hopefully we can get a shiny Mime Jr. That is very spotty when it comes in events, so it'd be real nice to knock it out. We also need 1 Sandile and again the Impidimp. And for raids, we've already got a shiny Cresselia, we've already got a shiny Darkrai. We just need to get that shiny Bewear with the costume. I think it's a pretty good costume, but with that being said, let's get into it. Alright guys, we are a little bit into the event. There was a lot of people I needed to catch up with, so I just spent the first few hours, you know, hanging out with people, making trades, catching up, all that good stuff. And here's what we got so far. We did get a Houndour, and we'll go ahead and check the stats on all these. Then we got a Seedot, and these are going to be in reverse. Obviously, I'm going backwards instead of what we first caught. But a Hoot, we got another Seedot, so we got the 2 that we needed for that. We also got a Mighty Obstagoon, which is pretty cool. It's a 14, 15, 14, so that's pretty sick. We got a Cacnea, we just need 1 more of those. We've got another Houndour, we've got a Fungus, we got a Mighty Azelf, and that was pretty close to a Shundo. That'd have been absolutely sick. And we traded for this Groudon, pretty good. I don't remember what we gave in return for that, but you know, it happens. We did get a Hatenna, so 2 more of those. That is complete. We've got a Swablu, and we got a Grimmsnarl with a background. Not the best stats, but we'll definitely take it. We got a Unown D. We've got a Skitty, so you know, that's another one that we needed. That's another one we could check off the list. 1 more of those. And we got a Darkrai from the research. We also got a Scraggy, a Murkrow, and I believe that was the first one. And then before we started the event, we did a lucky swap with Nate, and he got a Shundo Giratina Altered, so congratulations to him. But let's go grind some eggs, and hopefully we can get that Mime Jr. and the other things that we need, like an Impidimp, and we also need a Sandile, so hopefully we can get all that. To be honest, guys, I've been pretty terrible about recording today. I've been hanging out with people, hanging out with family. It's kind of hard to get all crammed in when you're away from home all the time. But let's go ahead and see what we get from this. And it is not a shiny and a 1621, so not the worst that we've seen. We've got a COD. Does it have a background? It does not, but we'll take a look at it just for fun. And it is a 15, 15, 13, so like I said, not too bad. But as you can see right here, we did get this shiny Tyranitar. I haven't checked it, but Speedy, we're back with Speedy. You guys ain't seen him in a minute, but we caught a shiny Tyranitar, so now I'm curious, is it the Shundo? And he is going to check it for us. What do you think, buddy? What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? Tap it, tap it. Oh, it is! It is! Oh my goodness, that is freaking sick. Appreciate that, buddy. We've got a Cresselia here, and then we're gonna get back to hatching some eggs. We haven't really hatched anything great. I know I haven't showed you guys, but like I said, I've been busy with family and friends. It's really good to see everybody. It's been several months. But let's go ahead and check this Cresselia, see if we can get another shiny shadow. That'd be pretty sick. And we did not. And a 1912, don't think that's possible to purify. All right, we've got another Grimmsnarl brought down, and we did get that shiny one earlier with the background, but can we do it again? It is not shiny at 1597, so pretty bad. We've got another Cresselia here, and we've already got the shiny Shadow, but another one would be pretty awesome. That is not right here though, the 1920s, so it's gonna be pretty terrible. All right, let's go ahead and take a look real quick. Yep, pretty awful. Another Grimmsnarl brought down, but there's also a call out for a, what was it? What was the, Golurk? Okay. I forgot what the Pokemon was. But there's also a call out for a Hundo Golurk over here, so this is not a shiny, unfortunately. So we've got the Golurk here, and we've got one Shundo today. Can we get a second one? Unfortunately, we did not, but let's catch it and check it out. We've got this caught, and is it the Hundo? It sure is, so we'll definitely take it. All right, we've got Speedy again. He helped us out earlier. Why don't you do this again? Why don't you do it again for us?
What's it gonna be?
Do it again for us, and it is not shiny. That is unfortunate. And what was it, a 1547? It does not have a background, and it is pretty freaking terrible, but it's actually the best one of the last few that we got. We've got our first batch that we're gonna record together, and hopefully we can get something out of here. We got a Hundo Mime Jr. out of the eggs earlier, but other than that, we haven't really got anything. So let's see if we can change our luck right here. The first one is a Pawniard, and the second one is a Sandile. I'd like to get a shiny one of those, finish that set. How about number 3 is a Tinkatink? That'd be really awesome to get a shiny of that if it's available. Let me know down in the comments if you guys know that that's available or not. That's a Carbink. A lot of people have said it is, a lot of people have said it isn't, but the next one is another Tinkatink. How about the next egg? Another Carbink. And the next one is a Pawniard, so no Mime Jr. in here. That's the one we really like to get. And this one is a Mime Jr., but was not shiny. And I think this might be the last egg. It was a Carbink. So let's go ahead and run through these real quick, see if we got any other Hundos. And it looks like, nope, we didn't. We are in our final hour, and I believe this is our 32nd shiny or 33rd shiny on the day, and it is a Snubbull. So maybe it'll have some great stats. And there it is being caught. Like I said, we didn't really need it, but it might be good. I'm still pretty excited that we got that Shundo Tyranitar. That's pretty freaking sick. And this one's gonna give us some trash. So we're back with another shiny. We can mark this one off the list. It is a shiny Hatterene, so that's pretty freaking sick. Hopefully, well, not hopefully, I just remembered that the shinies cannot run, so let's go ahead and catch this and see if it's any good. All right, we've got this caught, and I'm gonna go ahead and register that to the deck, so all we need is one more for that family. It's pretty sick, but this could be our second Shundo of the day. And, oh, so close. It is a 15, 13, 15. All right, guys, day 1 is in the books, and we've got 9 5Ks to wrap this thing up. So let's hope that we get something out of here. And the first one is a Carbink. How about egg number 2, another Carbink? Come on, Mime Jr. Number 3 is an Inkimp, and number 4 is another Imp. And the fourth one, or number 5, is a Tinkatink. Number 6 is another Carbink, and number 7 is a Sandile. Number 8 is another Carbink, and hopefully number 9 will bring us something. And there goes my phone, so oh well. I will catch you guys tomorrow. What's going on, guys? It is day 2 of the wild area event. Today we are going to focus on getting some shinies from eggs and maybe the Bewear from raids. Darkrai, we've done so many of those. We do have a purifiable Hundo, but you know, if we don't get a purifiable Shundo, that'll be all right. I'm more focused on getting that Mime Jr. I'd really like to get that one, but we could either have great luck today or we could have bad luck today. This morning I was halfway awake and I hatched some eggs, and I did hatch this shiny Toxel, so that could either be all the luck or that could just be the starter of a great hatch day, but we'll find out here in a little bit. But with that being said, let's get into it. So I've got a couple KM on some eggs before we can start all those hatches, but we do have a Bewear here. Hopefully we can go ahead and just knock this shiny. I think I'm at 67 is what I counted. So this would be number 68, and I've just had terrible luck. I think Austin said he got his on 28, so I'm feeling it. But can it be here? It is still not. 1729, not very good. Just for fun though, we will take a look. It does have a background, so that's neat, and yeah. Pretty terrible, but let's finish up them eggs and get the whole batch going. And we did hatch a shiny Happiny just a minute ago. I was clearing out those 2Ks and wasn't really recording. I was talking to Austin. I was like, okay, so maybe we've got some good hatch luck today. Let's hope. We've got yet another Bewear here, so let's see if number 69 will be the lucky one. really hope we can get it soon and just be done with that, because I'd really love to just focus on eggs and maybe do some more dark cries. But we need to get that shiny bear with the costume. I don't really go huge on costumes, but this costume I actually really do like. Will it be right here? Still no. 1740. So we are here with our first shiny of the day, and it is a shiny Scorpion. Nothing that we really needed. I did hear that they were having troubles yesterday. A lot of people were complaining that they weren't getting too many shinies. So the fact that we got 43 yesterday is pretty insane, and hopefully that we can continue this and get the things that we really want. We've got this Scorpion caught, and it is terrible, but we'll take it. That's pretty awesome. We've got number 70 here, and this has got to be the one. I surely freaking hope so, and it is not. 1740, you want a 1781. Or if you're looking for a weather boost, I believe it is a 2226. So we are 20 minutes in, and we've got our second shiny. It's a shiny Houndour. Another thing that we do not need, but another thing we will definitely take. So let's go ahead and catch it and check it out. All right, we've got that Houndour caught, and it is terrible. Oh well. We literally just caught that Houndour, and I haven't even moved a step, but we've got a shiny Garchomp. We got one yesterday that was pretty decent. We've got that Garchomp caught, and it is, oh my goodness, a 15, 15, 14. So freaking close. Oh man, that'd have been insane. And maybe we'll just keep the camera out because we are only a few steps away, and we are back with another shiny. This time it's a Phantump, a really good shiny, not one that we need, but it's one that a lot of people like. I like it. I think it looks pretty good. And let's go ahead and take a look. Pretty terrible, pretty terrible. But if we look at our Mons, you can see right there, we're already 4 shinies in, and we are 30 minutes in, so we'll definitely take that. Okay guys, so after hearing everybody talk yesterday, I was worried about coming to the park today, but as you can see, we have got another freaking shiny already. We are just tearing it up right now. Now we've got that Fungus caught, and it is another pretty freaking good one. A 15, 13, 11. Pretty sick. So we finally got rid of that last pesky 10K that we had, and now we've got eggs in the incubators and they should be hatching. But we've got another shot out of Bewear here. Let's hope that it's freaking yellow, because we've got to be pushing 80 now. I've done a few since the last one we checked together, and we haven't got anything. But could it be right here? Still no. And a 1757. All right, we've got our first set of eggs here, and let's see what these bring. The first one is going to be Carbink. I forgot the name of it for a second. But egg number 2, come on, Mime Jr. Well, it's a Mime Jr., but it didn't have the green hair. Egg number 3 is another Carbink. How about number 4 is an Impidimp. Number 5 is gonna give us another Impidimp. I'd like for that one to be white though, that'd be pretty cool. How about number 6 though? Another Carbink. Lucky number 7 possibly is another Impidimp. Number 8 is going to be a Ponyard, and the last one of the first batch is another Impidimp. Unfortunately, no shinies. We are back with another shiny here. Unfortunately, we still haven't got the bear, but we do have a shiny Stunky, so that's pretty fun. I think this is like our 16th, maybe 17th shiny, so we're killing it pretty good in the wild. We've got it caught. Let's go ahead and take a gander, and that's something, I guess. But if we take a look here, we just got that Stunky, we got a Ralts, a Alolan Vulpix, a Smoliv, 2 Smolivs actually, Cutie Fly, a couple Swablues, a Snubbull, Skitty, Feebas, and another Smoliv, so we got 3 of those. C-Dot, Fungus, and then you've seen the other things, so, you know, we're doing all right. Just hopefully we can hatch that Mime Jr. That's really what we're hoping for. We are back with another Bewear check, and I don't even know how many we're at. I had Monty try to get us one, Austin try to get us one. We ain't got nothing yet, but maybe it's right here. Come on, just a little bit of yellow, please end it, and it did not. 1703, that is awful. Well, we haven't got the bear, but once we got out of the raid, we did get another Cacnea, so pretty sure that finishes that set. That's pretty freaking awesome. Now that we've got this Cacnea caught, let's take a look. Any good? Pretty decent, I'll take that. That's pretty good. Now, hopefully that bear will be yellow on this very next one, because we've got to be pushing somewhere between 90 and 100. Well, we've got some eggs here, and these have been hatching really weird. Sometimes like it just like goes through it really fast, faster than I think it's supposed to, but let's go ahead and see what we get here. The first egg is going, and I'm afraid to click on it because it shoots right through it. So egg number 1 is a Ponyard, and now it's just being super slow. And how about egg number 2? Let's see if I click on it, if it'll speed up too fast. Number 2 is the impidimp. That's what I was talking about. It just flashes. I don't know what's going on there. How about egg number 3 is a Mime Junior. Come on, have some green hair. That'd be super awesome. Number 4 is a Tink. How about number 5? Man, I don't know why it's doing this. It's gonna be a long day hatching eggs if we have to sit here and watch all these slow ones, but there's a Mime Junior. And the last one, because 3 of them have already hatched, this is going to give us a poniard. So nothing in there, nothing in there. All right, we've got another batch of eggs here. I don't know if it's my phone or my service or what, but let's see if these eggs, they're still gonna do the same thing, but let's hurry up and go through them. That's a poniard. And how about number 2 is an impidimp. Okay, it's not being too terrible now. And number 3 is a sandile. How about number 4 is a Tink. Egg number 5 is another impidimp. Number 6 is a Mime Junior. Lucky number 7 Mime Junior with green hair. Nope, another impidimp. Number 8 is gonna give us another impidimp, so plenty of impidimps in there. Hopefully we get a couple more shinies of those. And the last one is a Mime Junior. None of them were shiny. We've got another bear check, and let's see if we can finally get the one. No, 1761 though, 20 off the hundo. And here's a different shiny we haven't got yet. It is a, if it loads, shiny Dino. Man, my phone's going slow. I might have to switch back to my regular phone, but that's pretty cool to get. So we're getting ready to do a lucky trade with Brandon, but first we've switched to our other phone, and let's see if these eggs work better now. And they seem to be working just fine, so it's just my other phone. I was trying to give this phone a break, but the first one was a paniard, no shiny, and another poniard, and it kind of did the little skip thing there as soon as I said it was good. But how about egg 3 is a sandile, and number 4 is a poniard. How about number 5, another poniard? Egg number 6, come on Mime Junior. Though it's a Mime Junior, but it's not shiny. Lucky number 7 is another Mime Junior that's not shiny. Just have green hair, bud. It's super easy. Number 8 is a, we got a little message there, but that was a Carbink. And the last one, another message, and it was too many messages coming in. I forgot to put it on Do Not Disturb. Okay, so now that we've got through all those eggs, we did not get any shinies. We did get, looks like 3 Mime Juniors. We did get a Hundo Mime Junior yesterday, so we don't really need that. We just need the one to have green hair. All right, we're gonna do another double recording with Brandon, and we got a lucky trade going here. We are gonna do Grimmsnarl for Grimmsnarl, yes, both with backgrounds. So let's go ahead and see what we can get. His is from Australia, and mine was actually from Wichita, so let's hope for something good. Yes, we both want a 1628. And here we go. Are you feeling pretty good about it?
Yes, I wanted so bad.
We got skunked so bad in that last trade, so hopefully this one is a whole lot better.
Come on,
and come on, 1628 over there. I'm not looking at mine yet.
Toes crossed.
And 1608, so 20 off the hundo, not too bad. And we got a 1606, so we got even worse.
Dude,
so
how is it?
I think it's about the same as what I had.
14, 14, 12?
Yeah, so I think it's the same as what I had. You know, it happens.
Okay.
All right, here we are back with Encounter 100 on this bear. And this is just becoming a bear video. So bear with me. That was terrible, but let's see. Come on. Bruh. Oh my gosh. 1736. I can't even read numbers now. I'm getting so beat down by this thing. Hopefully we can get that shiny. Hopefully. We are back, and look at this, guys. We finally got the freaking shiny Bewear with the freaking costume. That is super sick. Apparently, all it took was an unbearable pun. So there's another one for you guys, but let's go ahead and catch this and see if it's any good. And there it is, being registered to the decks. That's pretty freaking fun. I'm glad we finally got that. That's gotta be like raid 100, and it has a freaking background. Let's freaking go. And is that, I gotta move my camera or my recorder, but yes, it is 1738. To shout out to Fetty Wap if you guys know who that is. But that is pretty freaking awesome. 1738 shiny with a background. We will definitely take that. And right after that raid, we got ourselves a shiny Sneasel. Nothing super fancy, but we'll definitely take that. We can get back to hatching eggs now and be done with those raids. We'll probably do some Darkrai's. I'm not gonna put that out of the question, but that's still a possibility. I really want a really good shiny shadow of that. We do have a purifiable Shundo. We do have a purifiable hundo, and then we also have a 14, 15, 14, which I'm gonna keep that as a shadow. But let's go take a look at this Sneasel and see It's something, I guess, but I'm just glad to be done with that Bewear. That is a whole lot of stress. We put a lot of work into that, and it's done now. So let's hatch some eggs, and hopefully we can get something out of those. So we just got done with a Darkrai, and I figure I'd show you this shiny. We got a shiny Shadow. It is a 2065, 2136, I believe is the hundo, and you need a 2101 to get a 131313. So this one is definitely not purifiable, but you know, still another shiny Shadow Darkrai. We'll take it. Well, I've recently watched two people get shiny Mime Jr., so let's see if it's our turn. The first one is a Sandile. How about egg number 2, a Carbink? And number 3 is a Pawniard. Number 4, favorite number, is a Mime, but not green hair. Number 5 is a Tinkatink. How about egg number 6 is a Sandile? Lucky number 7, come on, Carbink. Number 8 is another Carbink, and the last one of this batch is gonna give us another Carbink. So unfortunately the hunt still continues, but you know, it's one of those things. It doesn't seem like, I know a bunch of people that have gotten nothing from eggs, just like us, or we're in the same boat with a lot of people, but you know, we got to keep trying. We've got 2.5 hours left. Let's hope it happens. We are back, and we finally got a shiny that we needed. We got a tiny shiny Impidimp, so that's pretty cool. Let me know down the comments if you guys think that this finishes our set with the one that we caught yesterday and the Gigantamax Grimmsnarl, or do you think we need to catch one and not count the Gigantamax, not Dynamax, but not count the Gigantamax Grimmsnarl? Let me know what you think down in the comments. We've got it caught. There is the size, and it is yeah, it's something. We'll definitely take it. That's a really good shiny too. I really like that one. And check it out, guys. We finally got an unknown, and it is the freaking W. It is the release of it. That is freaking sick. Now we just need the I. Let's go ahead and catch this, and hopefully it's good. All right, we've got that W caught, and not good, but we'll definitely take that. That is super freaking awesome. If you haven't hit that like button yet, please do. All right, it is time to hatch another batch of eggs. Let's see what we get out of this one. The first one is a Carbink. I keep spamming that name. And the second one's gonna give us a Tinkatink. And the third is another Carbink. Come on, Mime Jr. It's a Mime Jr. again on number 4, but no green hair. Number 5 is a Pawniard. How about number 6 is a Tinkatink? Lucky number 7 possibly. We've said it all day and it's still not gonna be lucky. But number 8's gonna give us another Mime Jr., no green hair. And the last of this batch is another Carbink. I feel like we've ended a lot of them on Carbink, but you know, it is what it is. Let's go ahead and check these IVs real quick. That's pretty decent, a 15, 14, 14. What else we got in here? Almost a floor Mime Jr., so that'd been fun, but nothing else super great. All right, we've got another batch of eggs. Come on, Mime Jr. The first one is a Sandile. How about number 2, an Impidimp? Number 3 is a Carbink. And egg number 4 is a Mime Jr. That's the 3rd consecutive batch with Mime Jr. in the 4th slot. But number 5, I have no idea what just happened there. Just completely skipped number 5. Maybe that's our shiny. But number 6 is another Mime Jr. Lucky number 7 is a Sandile. How about a number 8 is a Carbink. And number 9, are we getting out on Carbink again? Nope, it's an Impidimp. But nope, it was not. So no shinies, that's a bummer. All right, I was just talking with Monty, and we were discussing on whether or not the Gigantamax Grimmsnarl counted as the shiny family, but if it doesn't, we've got our 3rd shiny right here, so we'll definitely take that. That is pretty sick. That family's complete. We need a hat to get it. That's what we need. We need that. We need to get that I unknown. That'd be really sick to finish that up, because these eggs are just not giving us anything. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at this. Is it any good? And it's pretty decent. That is a 14, 11, 14. So
hey, who you talking to?
That's Brandon. He's being pretty rude, interrupting the video. All right, we are set for another batch of eggs. Come on, buddy, let's see something good. And the phone is lagging again, and there's a Sandile. How about egg number 2, another Sandile. Egg number 3 possibly is a Mime. And number 4, 4th consecutive batch with Mime. Nope, it was not. Number 5 is gonna give us a Pawniard. How about number 6 is a Carbink. Lucky number 7, nothing. But let's see, 8, bring it. Nope. Come on, number 9, just give us that shiny Mime Jr. Nope, that is a Tink-a-Tink. So we are finishing up. We have 24 minutes left, so we'll be able to fill up a batch of eggs after this one, but we just watched Monty get a shiny Mime Jr., so that is the 3rd person we've seen get one today. Hopefully we get one in here, but let's see, the first egg is a Carbink, and the second egg is another Carbink. How about egg number 3? Another Carbink. That's not looking good. Number 4, Carbink. Number 5, the 5 straight Carbinks. That is terrible. Number 6 is a Pawniard. How about lucky number 7? Ooh, shiny Sandile. We'll take that. We'll take that. It's not the Mime Jr., but maybe we can get extremely lucky. Number 8 is an Impidimp. I don't know what's going on with these egg hatches, but number 9 is not gonna show us, but you did see earlier I was walking with Monty and I did hatch this shiny Carbink, and yeah, so we've hatched 2 shinies in back-to-back batches, but unfortunately, yeah, that's pretty terrible. But that completes that set, and way too many Carbinks in there. That is what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 Carbinks out of the 9, so that's unfortunate. But let's pick up these last ones and have one more batch at it. Alright guys, that's gonna do it for today's video. If we take a look here, we got 120 shinies, and 2 of those actually I hatched this morning, so we really got 118. But you know, we got some decent stuff in here. Nothing too spicy so far. We got 2 W's, that was pretty sick. You know, and then just a bunch of average stuff, and then we can't forget about this Shundo Tyranitar. That is freaking sick. I really like that one. And a bunch of Seedots that we didn't need. We got to finish the Skitty, that's pretty fun. And we got to finish the Cagnia. And a bunch of, like I said, a bunch of stuff we didn't really need. This Happiny was one of the hatches that we had before the event, but we almost had a Shundo Honchkrow. That'd been pretty cool. And we also almost had a Shundo Garchomp. That also would have been absolutely insane. But, you know, some Scropies, a Mighty Drapion. This Azelf was pretty decent, so all not too bad. We didn't get the Mime Jr. None of the Darkrai's were any good, but we didn't get the Mime Jr. We didn't get the Eye. We did get to finish the Sandile family. That's really fun, really awesome on that. And we got another Carbink. So, and the camera died in the middle of the recording, so got to pick back up where we left off. But yeah, we got another Carbink, which is all right. We finally got the freaking bear with a background, so that's pretty awesome. And then this Necrozma, which is pretty decent, so as close as we can get. And speaking of that, on the bottle cap, some people suggested the Necrozma that I should use it on, but I'm thinking we should do a different one, and I'll show you that here in a second. So I got up at 5 o'clock this morning to go play Go Wild area up here, and I'm just completely exhausted, and I hatched a shiny Toxel this morning, and it actually took me a few seconds to register. I was laying there and I was like, oh, shiny Toxel. And I was like, what? Shiny Toxel? So I was out of it. Unfortunately, we didn't get to finish the Hatmia set, but we did get to finish the Indimp. So, or Impidimp. That's pretty freaking awesome. And yeah, there was our trade with Brandon. We wound up getting the exact same IVs as which we started. The one I traded him was a 14, 14, 12, and that's what we got back in return. So that's pretty fun. And then quite a few small lives. So, you know, that's not too bad. And I think I got maybe 13 hundos in the event. So if we take a look here, we got 12 hundos through the event, and I actually caught this Weezing at the end of the hour today, at the end of the event, and right before that, I got this. So those were back to back, which unfortunately neither one was a shiny, but a Shundo. That's pretty fun. And we got this second Impidimp from somewhere, so that's also pretty fun. But we'll take that. All in all, pretty good event. Like I said, there was a few things we didn't get. I think Popplio was on the list, a Cherubi, you know, those were on the list. An Eye, what was the other one? And obviously the Mime Jr., we didn't get that, but congratulations to all the guys that did. That's pretty freaking awesome. So I think with my silver bottle cap, I should use it on this Zacian with the New York background. What do you guys think? Let me know down in the comments. And also, how was your Go Wild area event? Let me know down in the comments what shinies you got, what you were looking for, what you got, what you didn't get, or any hundos, or anything you just want to share. Let me know down in the comments. And if you're enjoying this content, you want to see more of it, you can check it out right here. And don't forget, you can subscribe on the other side. And with that being said, We'll see you next time.